Yo, what's happening, guys? Stella Crew here, and my boy Selden. We are going to show you the new and improved, revised version of the LOWRIDER duplication glitch. Alright, so big shout out to Tuto, Facile, France, as usual, for being the founder of this kick-ass glitch. So they did a hot fix here last night, and Tuto has already gone in and found a workaround. Alright, so it's the same as the glitch once you get it all set up, so just the initial setup has to be a little bit different. Alright, so what you need here is you need a Karen Rebel in slot 3 and 4, so 3 and 4, and a stock Elegy in 5, and then the Elegy Retro Custom or whatever lowrider you want to duplicate in number 6. And then number 1 and 2 will also be just stock elegies. Obviously, fill up as many elegies as you want to duplicate. Also, we want to make sure our vehicle access is set to passengers. Okay, so this is where it's a little bit different. So we're going to take our Karen Rebel that's in slot 3 and we're going to drive it out of our garage. And now, same as before, we're going to have our friend go in here and go to the black screen when they go to select a single player character. So they're going to hit down on the D-pad, pick one of the characters, Franklin, whichever. When they get that alert screen, they're just going to stay there and their job is done. Okay? Now you're just going to drive back into your garage. And now at this point, you're going to want to just basically spam triangle. You want to make sure that you get back into your truck as soon as you get out. Alright, so at this point, we're just going to spam triangle so we get out and get back in right away. Alright, so now that we're in here, this is where it's a little bit different. We're going to go to online and we're going to go to find new session. Okay, if our friend gets out, that's not good. You'll have to do that step over again. If it continues not to work, then you'll want to try joining a new session. Okay, sometimes it can be a bad session, so if your friend gets out, or like if you don't get back in quick enough and you slide over, then just try that step again. But if it continues to give you problems, then just jump to a new session and try it once again. Okay, so those beginning steps are pretty much the same up until the point now where we're joining a new session. Alright, so if you're unsure, you can watch my previous videos as well if this one isn't detailed enough for you. I'm just kind of trying to skip through it here pretty quick so you guys get the gist of it. Now we're in a completely different session. All we're going to do at this point is we're going to go back into our menu and we're going to go back and rejoin our friend. So whether you go into friends, join friend, or if you're going to party together, you can join through party. However it works, it doesn't really matter. The first time I actually did this, you can actually see I'll be wearing different clothes. It actually shut down my GTA completely. It gave me an error, but I was able to join back in no problem and the glitch still worked. Okay, so you're going to join your friend. Make sure your spawn location is to your office so you're not having to run around, and then just go back into your office garage level that you are doing the dupes in. So mine is office garage 1. Alright, so now we're down here. Everything is glitched out. It's the same as before. The cool thing with the Karen Rebels, though, is they actually give you a lot more time. So before you had to do it quite quickly, now you can actually pick whatever option you want to modify. So I just did my plates. So we'll see that here shortly. So we're just going to do a little test here first just to make sure that the garage is glitched out. So we're just going to swap our 2 Karen Rebels and see to make sure that we have a lag. So whenever it wants to load us into our garage here, there we go. Go over to our blue circle, and we're going to swap 3 and 4, the 2 Karen Rebels, just like that. You see how they both disappear? That's perfect. That's good. So that means that everything is set up. We're ready to go. We can now start duplicating. Okay, so again, we'll have stock elegies in all of our spots, except for 3 and 4 will be a Karen Rebel, and slot 6 will be the car that we're going to duplicate. So the Elegy Retro Custom gets you the most because the upgrade charge is $905,000. So the way these dupes work is you get the value of the upgrades, or a percentage of the value of the upgrades. So you can do a Nero if you want, but you only get about $600,000 for the Nero. I've tried it. So the Elegy is the best. Okay, Elegy Retro Custom. Now, if you want to make sure you have enough time, you can open up your door here. Don't get in it like I did. Just open the door and leave it open. Okay. Now, you don't have to do this step. I was just testing this one for the first time to see how much time it gave me, but it actually gave me way more time. So the second time I don't do it. Run by our blue circle. When we're running by our blue circle, we're going to hit right on the D-pad to open up our management vehicle. Now we're going to swap 3 and 4, and then we're going to go to 5 and 6 and swap 5 and 6. Okay, so we're going to do this pretty quick. So 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Then we're going to back out and run over to our LOG, get in the driver's side door, and just spam right on the D-pad so it takes us into the garage right away. So before, this is where you had to be super quick. You had to hit up X, up X, up X. But now you can take your time. So just go up to whatever you want. I went to plates, license, and I picked a different license plate. Now you just sit here until the car disappears and kick you out. So you can see how much time I have. Like, I went up to plates pretty quick. You know, I acted pretty quickly on that one and got it selected, and then boom. So I still had probably a good 10-15 seconds before it kicked me out. Now we're just going to go down to Office Garage 1. That's it. Duplicate number 1 is done. Now you only have to do the drive out, drive part back with your friend on the first dupe. So once you've got it all set up, you can just now dupe them back to back. So as you see there, we now have 2 LG Retro Customs. Fuck yeah. So now we're going to just move the one that's in slot 5 just to one of our empty slots. Okay, so that we have a stock LG back in number 5. And we're going to do this again. So we're going to go 3 to 4 and then 5 to 6. Run over to our car. This time I left the door closed. I'm just going to jump in, right on the D-pad, pull us into our garage. Change one item on it. License plate's cheap. If you just want to do window tint, it's the very one at the bottom. So if you just hit up once, the window tint. But if you just hit up about 8 times, go to your license plate, change your license plate, and then just sit here in the car. Once you've changed the one thing on it, you want to change paint, whatever you want. As long as something changes, that makes the duplicate happen. And then boom, we get kicked out. That's it. Walk back down to our office garage, and we'll have another duplicate. So pound these out, guys. You can fill up all 60 car slots with this, and just do them back to back. You know what I mean? If you have other garages as well, fill those up. Get 120 dupes ready to go. These bad boys sell for about $950,000 and upward. So a friend of mine, she was getting $966,000. So you know what? Not bad for a few minutes of work. Pump it out. Get this done before Rockstar patches it or hot fixes it again. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Drop a like as well. And also, I still have my modded account giveaway with Jester's Gaming Vids going on as well. So just comment your info below, and we'll make sure you get entered into it. And the draw will be for February. Until the next video, guys, Stella Crew out.